Can I win a double battle and a single battle with the very same team in Pokemon Champions? Today we will use a crazy hardcore Trick Room team until we win a battle in both formats. We have a Farigiraf to set Trick Room, a Choice Scarfed Staraptor, which you definitely don't see often in Trick Room teams, a Snow Setting Ice Cream Cone, and last but not least, a monster in Trick Room. Actually my favorite Pokemon as a sweeper in the Trick Room team, Mega Camerupt. And I can promise, we won't stop until we win a battle on both competitive ladders. Let the battles begin. Welcome in the Versus Network. My name is Versus and this is the hardcore Trick Room team that I was talking about in the introduction. Actually a double battle team that was not built by myself but had some very good results on the online ladder. But the hard thing today is we don't only have to win a battle in the double format but also in the single format. This will be a lot of fun, so much I can tell you. Just a quick overview over the team. We have a Choice Scarfed Staraptor. Other than that, we just have Pokemon that work quite well under Trick Room. You can see we have only minus speed natures on all the Pokemon. Vanillix is pretty awesome. Farigiraf is the only Trick Room setter that we have. We have a Mega Blastoise option, but this Blastoise can also be used as a normal Blastoise. Then we have a Kingambit, and the star of the team, in my opinion, is the Camerupt. But without further ado, let's see if we can win the first double battle. First opponent on the ranked ladder is found, and this looks very crazy, that team. That is a Trick Room team that I have never seen before, but this is actually okay for us because Camerupt is actually one of the slowest Pokemon of them all, and so I think we will just go with our hardcore Trick Room mode. But let's build in our Staraptor here with the Choice Scarf. I will show you how good this Choice Scarf Staraptor can be in a double battle. Then definitely Camerupt is great here. We just have to find an answer for the Swampert here. Other than that, Camerupt looks very good. I'm a little bit afraid of the Conkeldurr. Because of that, I would like to go... No, Camerupt is fine for that, but I need the Vanillix to beat the Swampert here. And that should be it. Let's go into it. So there we go. Our opponent starts with Slowking Incineroar. That is actually definitely Trick Room on my opponent's end as well, and this could be a little bit tricky here for us because do we really want to see Trick Room on our opponent's end? I don't care actually too much. We go for the Trick Room and then I go for a final Gambit, I think, into the Slowking, trying to taking it out directly. Incineroar is actually not a problem. We can't be faked out, as you can see, because we have the tail armor, perfect for us. And the final Gambit, if we can get it out... Oh, it's not enough to take Slowking out because of the Focus Sash. That is pretty interesting. We take out ourselves. That is actually kind of the plan, but let's see what Slowking is gonna... Oh, it's going for Trick Room as well. That means we take our own Trick Room away, which is not too good, to be honest. Maybe I could have gambled a little for the Trick Room on my opponent's end, but this is fine as well. We can't go into Vanillix because it directly dies to the Incineroar, but still, Camerupt has a really good place to stay in here. I think I will just try to Trick Room once again, and I will just going for a Protect on the Camerupt. Let's see if that works. Okay, Slowking goes out. This is actually perfect case for us. Because a no... Yeah, is that perfect? I don't know. Mega Camerupt protects here. Let's see. Darkest Lariat is no problem. We can take that all day. Look at that. We don't even get in citrus range, which is great for us. We go for a Trick Room here. And actually my best bet here is to switch out the Camerupt. I'm really afraid of that. Oh no, I don't want to switch it out actually. Let's try to take Swampert out. I think Helping Hand plus Earth Power should do it. This is crazy strong actually. Think about that, Mega Camerupt has the ability which boosts its attacks. Let's see if we can take it out. We just go for the Helping Hand. Swampert, okay, Mega Swampert was pretty clear. Mega Swampert is kind of OP. But still, if we go Helping Hand plus Earth Power, which is boosted by Camerupt's ability, let's go for Helping Hand. And let's see if Sheer Force Camerupt can take out that Swampert. We can. I love that Camerupt so much. We have so much power, and what will Incineroar do here? It's going for a Potting Shot. That's actually best case scenario for it. Lowers our attack a little bit, but still I'm not too afraid. Mega Swampert is out. That was by far the biggest threat for our Camerupt. Tyrantrum comes in. I don't care too much about a Tyrantrum. We have seen a Focus Sash already. That means that Tyrantrum can't have a Focus Sash. We should just go for another Helping Hand and secure our first win in our first battle. I'm pretty sure about that. But this is not the problem. The problem is the single battle that comes later on. My opponent thinks a while, Incineroar comes in. Incineroar is actually no problem for Camerupt, and as long as Farigiraf is on the field, we don't have to fear too much here, because there is no chance that we can get faked out. Best case scenario for our opponent, he goes for Protect on the Tyrantrum. I hope he doesn't. No Protect, Fake out once again. I mean, the problem is we are still in the Great Bolt here. New season just began, and so you can have sometimes opponents that are not too strong, but it will get more difficult in the future. I can promise that, but Earth Power with Helping Hand is enough. And here I can already showcase you the power of that Mega Camerupt. I love Mega Camerupt so much with that team. This is such a powerhouse and such an underrated Pokemon. I mean, you can see you can one-shot a Mega Swampert, which is actually insane. So our opponent actually has not too many options left. Incineroar is no problem here, but I think we will attack Incineroar now, because we have Vanillix in the back, and Mega Camerupt is our only chance to deal with that kitten here. Let's see what our opponent does. Slowking comes back in with this Regenerator ability here, but we still just go for a Helping Hand, and we Earth Power the Incineroar, because Slowking shouldn't be a problem for our Vanillux in the back. We just go for that strong Earth Power here. There we go for the next Helping Hand. I hope that Earth Power -1 one-shots the Incineroar. It is quite bulky, but still Incineroar is no match for our Camerupt here. It goes down, and now it's a 3 versus 1 against the Galarian Slowking here. It goes for a Yawn, but that is actually not a problem into our Farigiraf. I don't care too much actually. We just could go out and switch our Vanillux in. We will just go for a Hyper Voice and then for an Earth Power into the Slowking. Last turn of Trick Room, and I think after that everything should be done. And our opponent timed out here. That means we have the first win with our team. Double battle win is done, and now we have to see if we can snag a single battle win with that team as well. We found our opponent, and this looks a little bit tricky. We have Weather on the other hand. Actually, Vanillix looks really insane in that matchup here. It's very good against Mega Gyarados or the normal Gyarados, against Dragonite, against Hydreigon. It is pretty good. We just have to watch out for Scizor and Blaziken over there. I think we would be very well off if we could get out a Trick Room here. Because of that, I think Farigiraf is quite good. We could also try to play that without Trick Room actually. But I think with Trick Room we would be in an insane spot. So let's start Farigiraf. I don't see how he can one-hit KO Farigiraf outside of Mega Gyarados. Maybe. We could also start Staraptor, not Mega Staraptor, with the Choice Scarf and get rid of the first Pokemon. I like Camerupt a lot here. It does a lot for us in that battle. I think it should be fine to go with Mega Camerupt. And then actually as the last Pokemon Vanillux, and let's see how that works out. Actually, this is so difficult in that single battle format here, if your team isn't prepared for that, but that's the fun. We are going against, 7 win streak of our opponent. That is not good, and we see a Hippowdon. Actually kind of expected, but this is kind of good for us. The Hippowdon, of course, could go for a Yawn here, for example. We could also No, let's go for Trick Room. Let's not overpredict. We just go for a Trick Room here. Actually, I wished I started with our Ice Cream. Here's the Yawn that I expected. But this is not too shabby. We can go for that Trick Room here, and with that Trick Room up, I directly switch out into Vanilluxe here. And then I can just spam a little bit of Blizzard. We preserve the Farigiraf. Actually, I just need Farigiraf for switching in later in the game. That should be okay. Let's bring in Vanilluxe and see how that actually goes. So the snow started. We see Stealth Rocks coming out. That is no problem for me at all. Actually, I like to see the Stealth Rocks here and no Yawn, for example. Double Yawn would be a problem. I see my opponent switching out. No, going for a Yawn. Oh, he's slower than us. Actually, he's slower than us, but this is not the worst of things. We go for the Blizzard and take out Hippowdon. That is good to know that Hippowdon is even slower than Vanilluxe, but we are on a minus speed nature. But let's see what happens next. So we are on a yawning timer. That could be a problem for us. I don't know if we should switch out or not, depending what our opponent brings in here. Maybe if Dragonite comes in, if Gyarados come in, I will just stay in and click that Gyarados comes in. Gyarados is the problem, that Gyarados could be the Mega variant here, but still my best play by far. My best play is going just for Freeze Dry, right? I hope it's not Mega Gyarados. If not, I think we win directly here. If it's Mega Gyarados, it will get a little bit tricky for us, Mega Gyarados. It's going to be a little bit tricky. In that scenario, I hope he kills us very, very fast. We just go for that Freeze Dry here, which should do a good amount, but not killing it. No, by no means. Mega Gyarados is bulky as heck. Let's hope he... Dragon Dance, okay. Dragon Dance is bold. Dragon Dance is bold. What do I think my opponent will do here? How many turns? Last turn of Trick Room. That is actually a problem. Last turn of Trick Room is tricky for us. We go for a Freeze Dry here, definitely. No, and the Waterfall is coming out. We can take one of them. Trick Room is down, but this will be unwinnable for us, right? That should be unwinnable for us. I wished I would have Blastoise in the back, but let's see. Vanilluxe goes down here. I bring in Farigiraf and hope he doesn't have Crunch. Some Gyarados variants don't have Crunch. And if not, I think Farigiraf can take any hit. Here, Stealth Rocks are out. Let's go for the Trick Room. Mega Gyarados is a problem. Waterfall is a little bit of hope. Don't flinch. Don't flinch. Please, Giraffe. Please. Trick Room. Great. Awesome. I think now we are definitely in it. Is there anything in the back that can beat Camerupt now? Maybe the Hydreigon. Maybe. But here I won't switch out. Never. I just go for a Hyper Voice. And hope the Hyper Voice is enough. It is not. This is not perfect. Farigiraf goes down here. Not perfect, but we are still in that one here. I think going into Camerupt is clear. And here we do actually something very tricky. I will just go for an Ancient Power without Mega Evolving, because when I don't do that, we will still keep our Solid Rock, which gives us a theoretical chance to get a boost by Ancient Power. I think that is the best actually that we can do here. Ancient Power by Camerupt. Let's get that 10% boost. You don't see a Camerupt taking out a Mega Gyarados too often. We don't get a boost here, but that is actually fine. Let's hope we see Scizor here. Dragonite. But Dragonite is completely fine as long as we don't see Hydro Pump on that or Surf on that Dragonite. That would be devastating if we see one of the two. Oh, if it's Draco Meteor plus Extreme Speed, that could also be a KO on us, but let's do our best. We will break the multi-scale here. It's not a Mega Dragonite, I forgot about that. Not a Mega one. We see Air Slash. That is perfect. And now let's hope it's a Life Orb set. Let's hope that Extreme Speed is not enough to take us out from here. Extreme Speed plus Life Orb. But it's a mixed set, at least. And let's hope for the best. That's actually pretty crazy to see a special Dragonite, but we don't see Extreme Speed, which means we take that Dragonite out and we get that win against the opponent, which had a 7-win streak at least. So that is not too shabby with our Trick Room team, and this is it for you. We just needed 2 battles today. This won't go that good in all of the episodes, but this is actually the first episode of that very brand new series. If you enjoy it, just let me know in the comments which team we should try next. Let's go crazy. We can go, for example, with mono-type teams, maybe Mono Fire, Mono Dragon. We can go with character teams, like the team of Ash Ketchum, Gary Oak, whatever you can think about. Maybe Leon, the champion of them all. Think about the craziest teams that you can think of. I mean, the Versus Network is a place for crazy teams. And I hope to see everybody of you soon here in the Versus Network. Goodbye, guys.